Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Director of International School of Engineering, distinguished guest speakers, our lecturers and program committees, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all, and on behalf of the academic and supporting staffs, I'd like to express our warmest welcome to you on these final information sessions, specially arranged for all of you, our undergraduate students. First of all, I'd like to invite Associate Professor Bunsom Lerthiranwong, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Chulalongkorn University, to give the opening speech for this event. Please welcome our Dean.
Distinguished guests, the program committee, professors and students. Today, the International School of Engineering organized the final information session for the senior students who are graduating from the university. You are about to either start your career or pursue graduate program in the near future. There have been 3 batches of graduates in the past 3 years with many successful stories. Some received scholarships and continue to graduate school, and the others join the industry. Many of you are deciding what to do after graduation and wondering how to make decision. In this important occasion, you will receive information of selected graduate programs at the Faculty of Engineering and scholarship opportunities from our distinguished professors. In this special session, we are honored to have an alumni of our faculty, and now is a senior executive of Accenture Thailand. He will share with you what to expect from the working life and advise how to prepare for the job. On behalf of the Faculty of Engineering, it is my pleasure to give a sincere thanks to distinguished professors and guest speakers for spending your precious time to share your experience and advice to our students. I'm sure that our students will gain more experience and know how to prepare for the future. Now, it's the right time for the meeting to get started. I declare an opening of the 2011 final information session. Wish you all have a fruitful session and look forward to a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our Dean, for the opening speech. Now it's time for the first session. We'd like to give you views and information on graduate engineering program and scholarships in Thailand. Today we have 3 guest speakers to give you information about this. May I invite first on your right, Dr. Achariya Suryawong, lecturers from the Department of Environmental Engineering. Next, Assistant Professor Manop Riyodesha. He is the head of the Department of Industrial Engineering and also acting as the Assistant Director of Regional Center for Manufacturing System Engineering, or RCMSE. And our final guest speaker for this session is Dr. Bunrat Lo Wongwat. He is the Assistant Head on Research Affairs of Department of Meteorological Engineering. Right, so our first speaker would be Assistant Professor Manop Rialdesha.
Thank you. I realize that this is an international program, and our communication should be in an international language, which is English. But since I'm going to introduce a Thai program, I guess I'd rather speak Thai to you, okay? Because everybody should be able to understand Thai in order to study in this program, okay?
Good morning, the Director of the International School of Engineering, Deputy Directors, faculties, and distinguished guest speakers and students. Okay, many of you already know me, and a lot of you have taken my class. It was an honor to be here, to be a speaker, to give you information in the final information session. Right? You all know that I'm very, very happy to teach you. Today it wasn't about aerosol, right? It's about, I'm not speaking on behalf of my department, so I'm from the Department of Environmental Engineering. Some of you have visited my office, correct? So many of you probably don't know that where are we located. Okay, let's start with the outline of my talk. We'll start with the history of my department, the current status, who is the department chair, right? The research focus, our collaborators, also academic service, and finally our graduate program curriculum in case you're interested in. We'll be happy if you join us. So our department, the Department of Environmental Engineering are located in the Civil and Environmental Engineering building. So we're facing the western side of campus. We are the 5-story building. On the first floor, the first and the second floor are the labs. The first floor are graduate students' laboratory. The second and third floor are laboratory, like for analysis. The fourth and the fifth floor are the office and the classrooms. A little history about our department, starting from the Faculty of Engineering, right? Do you know that we are already 99 years old, like our Faculty of Engineering? Right? Our faculty is established in 1913. So next year will be 100 years anniversary. 29 years later, my department was founded. At that time, we call sanitary engineering program was part of civil engineering. The focus of the program was to design, like the focus of the work would be like for water and wastewater management. The first bachelor and master degree was awarded in 1955, so 57 years ago. Then later, we changed the name to the Department of Environmental Engineering in 1986, because the work of environmental engineering it's broader, right? So our focused research are also wider, right? So we have our first PhD program was initiated in 1996. So the mission of our department is probably similar to our engineering school. Is to teach and train students to be engineers with ethics and competent knowledge. In this case, probably environmental knowledge. Right? But ethics is important, and I think a few of you suggested that probably I should teach ethics class, but in the aerosol class, many of you come and talk to me about that, right? But the most important thing is, as we all try to encourage you, even in the undergraduate program, is to have creative idea and self-responsibility. You have developed some in an undergraduate program, but they will require more in the graduate level. Right? So it's a learning process. Right? Now, let's see our department personnel. You probably have seen my department chair. He walked around, right? Assistant Professor Dr. Chayaporn Prupasit. He was the vice dean on, I think, he He was once a vice dean, but now he became our department chair. My department has 20 faculties, all PhDs. We have 6 associate professors, 11 assistant professors, and 3 lecturers. Let's see where they're from, right? 2 of them from England, here 4 of them from France, and 1 from Netherlands, some from Japan, and majority of us still graduate from US. So, now let's see our statistic. Bachelor program, we try to recruit about 40 students, and we're getting there, right? So, but look at the graduate programs. The number are increasing from 30, and now we have nearly 50. And we try to keep the number of 50 to maintain the good quality of graduate students. Also, the PhD students, now this year we recruit 4 PhD students. Let's see our research area. Because the environmental, it's more a wider area to work on. So our research focus are divided into basically 4 parts. The first part was water and wastewater management, which dealing with how to treat water with clean water, drinking water, or water for industrial use. And after that, after the water have been used, so they are wastewater, how to treat them properly before discharge into the environment. The second one is also hazardous waste management. Right? For industrial estates, their waste, basically, some of them are hazardous, so they have to be treated properly. There are also the solid waste treatment and management. So you know that we have, every day we generate waste, and those have to be managed properly. And the other one is exciting one, right? That's what I teach some of them in class, the air pollution. That's my research area. Also, the same principle are applied for designing nanoparticle, correct? And so those principles are also applied in air pollution control because these are also unwanted nanoparticles, so you have to collect and capture them properly. Right? These are the air pollution. Also, the last area are environmental management, which look at overall how to manage all these areas together and bring a good quality environment. These are the example of our research topics. It might be a little technical, but the overall goal is to bring the knowledge that we develop in the lab to the community, right, which is the end user. So some of the research topics are like this one, the effect of solid waste sorting in Phuket Municipal Solid Waste Incineration Plant on solidification of fly ash. We link with the industry and also the community. Also, this one will be like this study of efficiency of constructed wetland in treating wastewater from stabilizing pond from latex industry. So certain industries generate have different characteristics of waste. So you have to design the system that treat certain waste properly and bring acceptable quality of water or waste before discharge into the environment. Right? Now let's look a little about our research laboratories. We have 7 research laboratories. Start with the Master Students Research Laboratories, which located in the first floor of our building. These are the reactors that the students set up for a test. Basically, the water or wastewater are mostly brought from the field to treat with certain conditions, to test it with certain conditions, so we see that which conditions are proper for treating this waste, right? From this, and then those are, and we have to collect the samples from these reactors, sorry. And then we analyze it. We have a basic research laboratory, which is a bench and a hood and ovens and etc. Right? Some of parameters can be analyzed just using equipment from the basic research laboratory. But we also have other laboratories. This is another part of our laboratory, which